Hello, my name is Molecoid, and today I'm going to be showing you a redstone tutorial for one of my favorite pranks in Minecraft, the doorbell prank. This prank is extremely effective because while some pranks will leave your friends upset at you or just destroying the work you spent on by tearing it all out, I've found that 99% of the time, people love when you install a doorbell for them. So go ahead and give this video a watch and try it on your friends in Minecraft, and let me know in the comments below if you tried it and if they liked it. So the most simple doorbell is, of course, using an actual bell. So the way this works is you just go ahead and put a bell below a pressure plate, and when you go over it, the bell goes off. Now, this is what I did in Season 1 of the Molecoid SMP. I pranked a whole bunch of people's doors with this simple bell prank. It's convenient, it's easy, it's not that expensive. But this season, I decided to try something new. Now, if you look up Minecraft doorbell designs, you'll find the simple ding-dong doorbell, which I'm going to show you how to make today. And I'm also going to show you how to make a customized doorbell that I designed myself, which has a longer ringtone and is similar to those Ring doorbells. So we're going to make that in Minecraft. Now, when you check TikTok for a doorbell design, they're all just stolen designs from each other. And what they have is they have the door here, and then they have a button on the ground to put the doorbell on, and I don't like that design. Now, I much prefer the pressure plate design because it is both convenient for survival and actually something you would use. If your friend is visiting your Minecraft house, they're not going to think to hit this button. This doesn't remind anyone of a doorbell. A doorbell would need to be higher and it would need to be right next to the door, but you can't do that because that will open the door. So I think it's better to just stick with the pressure plate and see how that goes. So the items you're going to need are 3 smooth stone, 2 blocks of gold, or whatever other block you want to put underneath your note block, 2 note blocks, a stone button, 1 redstone dust, and 1 repeater. Now I've gone ahead and put the 5 blocks that the redstone is going to go on top of. So on these yellow ones, we're going to put our smooth stone, and then on these red ones, we're going to put our block that the note block is going on top. So we'll go ahead and put the note block here. I have a texture pack on that will show you what instrument, note, and how many times that the note block has been clicked. I'm going to go ahead and link this texture pack in the description below. It's super helpful if you're doing any configurations with note blocks. And well, it says it only works for 1.18. I can confirm it does work in 1.19. Now what you need to do is put your button here and a redstone dust powering into the note block. Then you're going to take your repeater and you're going to put it down and click it all the way to the back. So 3 ticks. Now our notes are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this one, so a C, and 1 on this one, so a G. And you're done. If we hit our button here, there we go. We have our doorbell. Now over here, I've gone ahead and built the doorbell out in every direction, north, south, east, and west. In this one, I am using packed ice, which is another pretty note, instead of gold. But that doesn't matter, and we'll get to that in a bit. So if you're doing a door, you need to keep in mind that there needs to be an air block above all your note blocks. So the way to do this is to have your redstone dust go up and be directly underneath the pressure plate. So I will show you here that it works perfectly. It works for all of these. And it opens the door. And now if a friend comes in your Minecraft house, you will be able to hear them. Alright, so we're back in survival over here, and I'm going to show you how to make that long ring doorbell sound I talked about in the beginning. So now the items you'll need for this are 17 smooth stone, 8 block of gold, 8 note blocks, 15 redstone repeaters, 1 stone button, and 1 redstone dust. Now on top of the yellow wool, we're going to put our smooth stone, and on top of the red, we're going to put our gold block and our note block. And then in the beginning, we'll do the same thing with our button and our redstone dust. Now when I was first testing, I thought having 1 repeater on the longest delay in between each note block and then doubling that in the break would be long enough, but if I play this, it's definitely not right. So I went ahead and played around with it, and I found out a good cadence that works for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to fully delay this one 3 and then leave this as 1. So all of them are going to be 3, 1, 3, 1. And then this one will have 2 3s, both of these at 3, and this one at 2. And then 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, and you're done. So let's go ahead and play that on the bass note, so it's just the basic F sharp. And perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and tune these. So for the first one, you're going to hit the note block 10 times and get an E, and then 6 times for a C, 8 times for a D, and then 1 time for a G. Now for the second half, you're going to do 1 for the G, 8 for the D, 10 for the E, and 6. And you're all done. So if we go ahead and hit this, you have your doorbell! And it sounds so good! Music to my ears. Now, maybe you're building this under somebody's house and you don't exactly have this much space to work with. Well, I'm going to show you how you can go around curves. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and build the same thing. And now this is this curve. So if you go like this, it curves around and the redstone will follow this track. So we're going to go ahead and put these down. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll come back to that one. Now make sure you're facing the right direction. You don't want to get confused. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. And 1. So now here, what you're going to do is we're going to put 1, 2, 3, like this. And if you put the redstone like this, now we have to charge these. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And let's go ahead and tune. And now if we hit the button, it works out the same way as it does when it is straight. So that is one way to do that. Curves are a bit of a challenge with redstone, but this should help you out. So with the basics of the doorbell out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and show you all of this. So note blocks are pretty cool because they allow you to play different notes on them. Now before we get into all of this, let me go and show you how you would hook this up to a door. Now instead of having a button here, you would need to go up 1, connect the redstone, and then make sure that there's redstone directly underneath where the pressure plate is. So in this case, if the pressure plate is here, that powers the doorbell. So same thing as the smaller one where you need the redstone to be directly under the pressure plate. Now I'm going to show you the different types of sounds you can make using the note blocks, and I will walk you through them. So we just heard the chimes, which is the packed ice. I think that one's really pretty. Then we have the 8-bit for the emerald block. Now here are my least favorites. So the base, you can use any type of wood. In this one I used acacia. This one is so quiet. Then we have the snare drum, which you can use sand, concrete powder, or gravel. Then we have the hi-hat, which is a sea lantern, glass, or a beacon if you're feeling fancy. Apologies to any percussion users that I'm offending here. Then we have the bass drum, which is bricks, blackstone, any of the netherrack types, obsidian, quartz, ores, sandstone, respawn anchors, bedrock, concrete, or observers. Then we have a block of gold, which is the bells, as I showed earlier. Then we have clay, which is a flute. I think it sounds good. Then we have guitar, which is any wool. Then we have the xylophone, which is a bone block. And then we have cowbell for soul sand. And the didgeridoo on the pumpkin. the banjo with the hay bale, pling on glowstone, an iron xylophone on an iron block. Now, my personal favorites are probably glowstone, iron block, gold, and the packed ice. I think it's fun to show you all the different types of blocks because you never know what kind of vibe you're going to be going for. Some people don't even know that you can change these and they just use the default stone one. And depending on who you're pranking, you might want a different sound for each house. So I thought giving a demonstration of each of them would be a good idea. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you tried this with your friends, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. I think it would be very funny to see how everyone reacts to a lovely doorbell in their house. This was my first redstone tutorial, and I really enjoyed playing around with Noteblocks. So until next time, I've been Molecoid, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!